Hi people. So, we got the JVC and Toshiba VCRs out, because these are both hi-fi stereo VCRs, the only ones in my collection, and I want to be able to take advantage of that. So, I want to get them cleaned up for my collection, but they're pretty dirty. I don't know how well you can see it. It looks pretty good on my crappy webcam, but these are pretty dirty. I need to clean the heads and just... let's do the things. So yeah. I got my test tape here. We're gonna... I already know they work. I just want to get them opened up and cleaned. So we will start with the JVC because that's the one on the top. Yeah. So let me get some tools here. We'll try to clean this up. And there, finally, there goes my composite cables. Yeah, I looked inside the doors of both of these, and they are both perfect copies of each other. They're both basically identical, with minor differences that I don't think do anything to the performance at all. It's basically two of the same VCR. Man, also, as the VCRs I work on get newer and newer, the less screws they have. Some of these ancient ones have tons of screws, when this one had 2. Yep, as I thought, super simple inside. There's actually a belt here, which, kind of loose, but I'm not sure about it. Let's see when this is from. It looks actually pretty good shape in here, although I'd still like to clean the heads. Let's see when it's from. Do we have a date on the motor? I don't see one. It is a Mabuchi motor, though. So that's good. That's high quality there. Let's see. Can I find a date on chips or something? Probably date in the case somewhere. Yeah, also as VCRs get newer, the VCRs I work on get newer, I have harder and harder time finding the dates for them. Yeah. And also, they removed the access panels on the bottom, so you can't tell, so you can't easily access the belts without removing the entire mechanism. So... that spring looks kind of funky there. It was probably supposed to attach to something and then it just isn't for some reason. That's fun. Man, this thing is just really cheap in here. At least the belt's good though. I am going to try to remove the deck. Just be sure that the belt down here is good, and to see if I can find a date for it, and to see if I can get an easier way to clean it than in here. If I can have it out, that'll be great. So I'm going to remove this ribbon cable from here. I'm going to remove this ribbon cable from here. Yeah, that connects to the main board. So I'll remove that. And then there is 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to take this thing out, and then I think that's the whole cassette mechanism in it. So let's get these screws out, and then hopefully that's it. Oh, that one's very excited to come out. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised to see more than one belt in this. Oh no, don't break stuff. I'm surprised to see more than one belt in this thing. There's one on the side for the loading mechanism, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, dang it. Keep dropping things. Okay, how am I supposed to get those screws? Or those don't matter? Let's see. I'm going to take off the front of this thing. Let's see, where's the snaps down here? One there. One. Yeah. Ow, there. Yeah, I have owned fairly modern VCRs like this before. I don't typically own them. This thing's from 2001? What? It looks like it is from May of 2001. I thought this was from the mid to late 90s. Dang. I'm extra surprised that there's an extra belt in it. With that date. Let's see. So yeah, those are the screws there buried in here. How the heck am I supposed to get to those? Let's see, can I like put that in somehow? How does this unlatch? I think a VHS cassette undoes some tabs and then it goes forwards. Aha. And then what happens? That doesn't seem to have anything to do with this. Why is it binding? What's it binding on? What's it binding on? It's still good. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's binding on, but I can get to the screws, so it's fine. Yeah, this thing really wasn't made to be taken apart, now was it? Oh, but then I got stuck again, because of course I did. So let's see, what's it binding on? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm not sure. Huh. Okay. Wait. To remove a cassette, push down on the two latches and slide this plate forwards? Ah! Probably meaning these, and then slide it forwards. Ah, I see, okay. So just telling you how to unstick a stuck cassette there. I'm just wondering, what's it getting so stuck on? Is it this? Probably it's the loading mechanism itself, yeah. So, dang it. Wish those screws weren't so down in there. Yeah, dang. May of 2001? Really? That's crazy. I was like, the holes in this thing for where you'd stick a screwdriver are in the wrong place. There. Hold that uncomfortably far. Wait! Why don't I just plug this thing in? And then, like, push it forward that way. Convince it that there's a tape in it. Let's see, how can I convince it that there's a tape? If I push both of the things. There, now I can get to the screws. Please don't eject. Alright, now I need to know. Now I know I need to rush this. Okay. Yeah, I figured out a way to do it now. Fool the thing into thinking there's a cassette in it, and then taking the screws out while it's doing that. Okay. And now I can take the power out of it, and then this should come out. Yep, it's that 4 screws. Wow. That is crazy. That it's that easy to take the entire mech out. Especially because I'm used to older VCRs where it's like the mech is built way into, like, the entire VCR is built around the mech. Is there a way I could get this ribbon cable that connects that out? Let's see. Here's a ribbon cable connecting to the video head I'm trying to get out. I'd rather not rip it, so what I'm going to attempt to do is just take it out. And let's see. Yep, that belt is still good. Cool. This thing is extremely simple. Wow. C-cam? Are you kidding me? This thing could be C-cam if you want. Yeah, I see a date of 18 the 0108 0118. So that's the 18th week of 2001 on here, on the board manufacturer date there. Man, what the heck? This thing could have stuff put in it for it to be C-cam? Why? Here, let me get the nausea cam on this. Weirdness here. So here's the date stamp thing there. I don't know if you can read it. And then click here. Again, I don't know if you can read it or what, but it's, yeah, it says C-cam there. So this thing could be have components populated for it to run C-cam. Why? C-cam was barely ever used anywhere. Oh man, that's interesting. I don't see a PAL option. Maybe this thing can just natively do PAL and NTSC. Hey, there is a spot for AV in on the back here. It's just not populated. Neat. I wonder if I populated that, then I could do stuff with that. Man, this thing is fascinating in here. It's just how simple it is. Because you've seen the other VCRs on my channel. You saw the one I just took apart. Those are hecka complicated inside. Man. You can see the little watch crystal in here for the clock on the front. Man, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to see in there. So yeah, it's all good, but I have gotten this out, so it's more convenient for me to clean the heads in it. So I'm gonna clean the audio head, and I'm gonna clean the video head and the record, erase, whatever head. So yeah, let me get some isopropyl alcohol and Q-tips and do the thing. Just to be clear, if the main belt in this had failed, I do have a replacement main belt, so that's good, I guess. Okay, let's see. The stuff. Oh man. Here we go. Okay. What did I even come over here for? I don't remember. Yeah, I have no clue. Okay. So let me work on cleaning the video head, which actually looks to be in pretty good shape, and the two other heads, the erase head and the audio/tracking head. Let me clean those, and then should be good. I can clean up the outside a bit. Oh, the outside of this thing is really freaking dusty. So, yeah. So I'm going to open this up. I will put that in there. There we go. And now I will use that to clean the different heads in here. First we get the erase head clean. Now I'll get the audio head cleaned up. Two different tracks. Audio. Okay. Then I will clean up the video head here. Yeah, there is plenty of dirt coming off. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I probably need to go clean the video heads in my other VCRs now, if one that seemingly looks clean gives off this much dirt. Because, yeah, man, that gave off a lot of dirt on there. And that's from only the video head. None of the other heads had any dirt on them. Pinch roller looks good. Yeah, all the rest of it looks clean. So let's put it back together. Maybe clean up the outside of it a bit. Yeah, since this is from 2001, that makes me wonder when this is from. Considering I also thought that one was from the mid-90s, but that's clearly incorrect for this one, so... I'm just not sure how easy it'll be to get the connector for the video head back in. And now I need to figure out how I'm supposed to do that with so little space back here and without touching the video head. Again, Dominic, without touching the video head. Let's see. Get a couple more Q-tips and try to maneuver this thing into place where it can be pushed down into the connector. Nope. Let's see. Who cares if I touch the video head, I can just clean it again. Dang it, I'm getting this thing so smudged up. Man. Oh, did I finally do it? I think I finally did it. Yes. Let me try to get that back in. Dang. I think I finally got it in. Let's hope anyway. So let me get that back in there. Okay, get that back in there. Okay. Let's clean the video head again because I just made it way dirty by trying to get that connector back in. I'm hoping it's all the way in. If it's not, oh my goodness. So I'm just going to get that and just clean up the head here. If there's any extra, it'll evaporate. It appears all my smudging that I did. Okay, there. And yeah, there was still plenty of dirt on there. Okay, so now let's try to get this thing working. Well, it's not giving me any issues. Let's grab the composite cables, connect them up, and see what we're doing. TV on stereo mode? I'm playing a mono tape anyway. There we go. Yep. That is unseeable here.
With each round, the individual matches grow more difficult as your opponent.
Let me get some nausea cam on this.
While the courts grow smaller and more complex. Despite the difficulty curve, it's still the same thing every time, with the same strategies and the same challenges in play. But Jeremy, you say, even punch out repeated opponents throughout the circuits. Yes, and that's true, but rematches with Glass Joe and King Hippo were interlaced with bouts against New Blood. Here, only the bosses differ from round to round. First, you battle a snake mech that can only be defeated by smacking its head with a ball. Then you battle a robot that can separate into a swarm of bats, not unlike the vampire boss in Jack Brothers. Third is a monkey, followed by, well, I'm not sure because I always run out of continues at the monkey. Okay, well there's a frustration. Space Squash offers only limited continues and no save or restore function. It's a game that has to be completed in a single sitting, and a complete playthrough takes more than an hour, which, well, it's not easy on the eyes, let's say that. Then again, aside from the unique bosses, there's not really all that much reason to play through the entire game, since it's basically just a repeating loop of the same challenges. This is where Space Squash really frustrates, because at first glance it seems like there should be lots of variety.
Labeled.
Between
I had
rounds,
another
you're
VCR
given
with
a
these labeled on
Taito-style
the board.
bracket map to travel along. Complete a set of matches, beat the boss, and move along to your choice of the next set of matches on the bracket. Unfortunately, this is not as convincing a system as the ones in Darius or Puzzle Bobble. Whereas Taito took pains to give players wildly different experiences depending on the routes they traverse to the end, Space Squash strives very well to distinguish between paths. No matter which way you go along the map, you're always going to face the same set of opponents.
Everything this does is very slow. Yay! I had an idea for making it play too. It's the power button. Let's see. Play is big one. Can I somehow convince it to... Does it spin up the head if I do this? It does. Uh-oh, got stuck. There. Yeah, it does spin up the head there. It thinks it's rewinding for some reason. Then realizes there's no tape and ejects. So yeah, let's get another Q-tip in. And clean the head really good. So I'm going to put that forward in there. Hope it doesn't get stuck. Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff on it. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff on it still. Let me work on cleaning this a tad more. this stuff is not visible on here, just looking at it. Okay, we're finally starting to get it to where it's showing less stuff. Okay. Okay, there. I think that's probably good. Let's put in a tape and see if it's working better. Let's see, does the image look better? Let's see. Everything this one does is slow. I think I'll probably use the Toshiba for my setup.
Going to face the same set of opponents in the same order, followed by the same boss. Reports seem to vary a bit, I think.
Yeah, honestly, that does look better.
Actually hard for me to say. Just more than anything else, it leads me to believe that Tomcat and Coconuts Japan had grander ambitions for Space Squash than it was able to realize. With more variation between the brackets and more opponents to face, and maybe a password or battery save system to allow.
Okay. Eject. Cool. So let's put this one back together. Let's put this back together and work on the other one. Let's get this put back in here. Okay. Put those on. Two. And I can put. Oh, I need to put those screws back in. Dang it. So I got no. It's. Yeah, I think I could get one in there in time. Oh, dang. That's under a lot of stuff in there, ugh. Got it, I'll try to do that then. Let's see, can I do this with one hand? Yep. I plenty can. Okay, that one is good. Let's get the other one in, and then I can fully power this thing off for the rest of the screws. Damn, only one attempt for that. Cool. Power off. Okay, let's put the screws in the back. Yeah, I like how this one doesn't force you to cover up the end of tape sensor for it to do stuff. I'll just rewind for a bit and then eject. Okay. And then let me get the nausea cam so you can see how I'm doing this. So in this VCR, these little tabs here, you can see them? That move in there. And there's these little metal bits here, right here, that you can push down to lift that up. And there's those on both sides. That one has less of an effect, but yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing both those tabs back and then pushing forward. Oh, maybe if I had the power on it would work. So So what I'm doing is doing that and then pushing forward, and then I'll bring it in, it'll get stuck, and then it'll go down and start doing stuff. And then after a bit of rewinding, it'll give up and eject your tape. It will stay on though. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for getting it to brute forcing it to work without a tape inside. So yeah, let me continue putting stuff back in. See, does that go the other way around? Probably goes the other way around. No, I think it does go like that. So, no, it doesn't go like that. So, let's see, how does this go in? I probably took it off when this was off, so let me take this back off and see if that figures it out. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. My finger. Okay, there. Now, hopefully I can figure that out. Well, that kind of fits on that side, but it doesn't fit on that side. So, got it. It does go like that. But how? Does it really go like this? I guess it goes, upside down. It's not really upside down, but it feels upside down, so. Okay. Cool. So now I can put the front back on. So yeah, I guess this does go I guess this does go over the plastic front of the VCR. So I will take this back off again. Remove this. So those can go on. And then I'll put this back on over top that. And yeah, that seems to just work. Cool. Okay. Put that one back in. Cool. Now I can just put this back on. And then we'll clean up the top of this, and then we'll start working on the other one. Yeah, I watched a video about the Austrian wine poisoning earlier. That was pretty interesting. Apparently people were putting glycol and stuff. So what's it called? Like a specific type of it. I cannot for the life of me remember what the specific type of glycol was, but it was something bad. And caused freaking paralysis if ingested in enough quantity. Anyway, okay. Okay, so we got that back going. Oh, you saw something on the screen for just a tad. Let me get this back going. You can see the nice reddish orangish text on here. It looks more red in person. So let's power it on. You can see it come on first in black and white, and then the blue comes on. So yeah. Let's see what channel. I guess it doesn't show any. Is the channel down button not working? Oh. No, the channel down button is misleading. So there's channel. It says channel here and then minus plus. So it looks like this pause button would be channel down and this would be channel up. But no, it's rewind, that's channel. Okay. I'll leave it on composite 1 and we'll put our tape in. And then after a bit it finally does stuff.
And maybe a password or battery save system to allow you to suspend play and rest your eyes. Space Squash could honestly be something special. Instead, again, it's
honestly, it looks pretty dang good.
Quite come together as it should. There's so much potential here, but once you've cleared the first round of matches, you've basically seen the whole game. And
eject. This whole VCR experience is very slow. Okay, so now I'm going to clean this thing up, because as you can see, the top is pretty dang scuffed up and dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and fetch some paper towels quick, and then I'll be back, and then I'll get some Windex on that. It'll probably clean right up. Okay, I have obtained paper towels. Just put those there. So let me get some paper towels. Put some Windex over here. Let's see, what settings is this on? Spray, that's what I want. And then I'll just rub that up here. Oh man, I think that's just pretty scratched up. It's not really coming off. Like, it looks much better when wet, but then it just looks normal after that. So, oh well. I will get some Q-tips and clean the dust off of these controls, because it's quite gross. Here, let me turn off my TV. I don't need it on. So let me do that here. I'll also recap my isopropyl alcohol so that doesn't start evaporating. And then let's see, I want the other setting for that. Yeah, you want stream for that. Okay. Yeah, let me get some of the gunk off of the front controls here. And then it'll really be looking much better. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll continue working on trying to get some of this gunk off. But yeah, it says VHS HQ. It's a 4-head VCR with VHS Hi-Fi. So yeah, pretty cool features on this one. Although it's a pretty cheap deck. Ooh, there was a lot of grossness in here. This part, playing now. But yeah, the front is already looking a lot better from what it was. Here, I'll show you the. Yeah, that's very delicious. Delicious. Okay, let me get that. These cleaned up in there. That looks a lot better too. Let me get another Q-tip here. Get this cleaned up and all nice. So yeah, let me get the dust in here good. All cleaned up. Cool. Gonna unplug my composite cables from the back for a bit because I need to have that on its side here. Okay. So I want to get stuff off of the door here. Get some dust off the top of the door in there. Yeah, there was plenty of dust on that. Okay. I still need to clean up some of the other controls, so let me get that. Come on. Ooh. Did a tad too much there. Oh well. Yeah, this must have been stored in a pretty dusty environment, because there's a lot of dust on it. Like I have VCRs that are much older than this with much less dust on them. Like that Zenith one from 1987. That one doesn't. I haven't had to clean that one. It's in great shape, super clean VCR. Okay. Okay. Let me get in here cleaned up a bit, because in here's all gross. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there. I want to get something clean. Brute force a Q-tip through it with Windex on it. There we go. That's much cleaner and nicer than it was. Okay, and I want to get the JVC logo clean because there's a bunch of dust caked around it, and I think that just looks kind of tacky, and I don't like it, so I'm going to get the dust off. There. Okay, VCR is looking a heck of a lot better. I just noticed there's a bit of tape down here for some reason. What was that hiding? Nothing. Yeah, I don't know what that was hiding. It was just a random blue piece of tape. Okay. So, VCR looks a lot cleaner now. Like, a lot cleaner now. It's a little bit scratched up on the top, but at least the front isn't caked in dust now. Let me get a better close-up of that for you. So, you can see, here, let me get it in better lighting. You can see that's no longer like caked in dust. It like looks black and not grayish over by the controls. The JVC logo is like shiny, and isn't like caked with dust around it. Same with these composite input jacks, and overall it's just in considerably better shape than it was. Let me go quickly around back. I want to get these connections cleaned up, and I want to get the cable cleaned up, and then I think we'll be good, and we can move on to the Toshiba VCR over here. So yeah, let's do that. So let me get the cord unplugged. I'll do that in a bit. First, I want to get some of this dust and stuff out of these antenna jacks and the composite out on the back here. So let me get that good. Come on. There we go. So yeah, I just put the tip of the Q-tip in the composite jack and just turn, and it gets all the grossness out. for you. It looks much better. You go around the outside of the coaxial jacks. Same with that. Okay, and I'll get some of the dust that's down here in the bottom. Around here. I'm not going to go ultra thoroughly here, but I just want it to look better. So that's what we're doing. We're making it look better and making the Q-tip look a whole lot worse. Okay, that's cleaned up. But you can see my Q-tip there. It was dirty. So now I'll get my paper towel, spray it, and then I'll put the cable in it and just slowly pull it through. It wasn't all too dirty, actually. Good. So the cord wasn't extremely dirty, although you can still see some dirt came off. But it wasn't like extremely so like other cables I've shown on this channel. So cool. We got the JVC VCR fully cleaned up, nice. We cleaned the heads. We cleaned up the controls on the outside. We cleaned up the back. And the belts are good. So yeah, bam, this one's good. This one's the more expensive of these two, although this is in better condition. So let's see about cleaning up that one. So I will swap the places of these VCRs here by grabbing this one, putting it here, then I'll and just put it back there. Okay. And bam. So it's a tad more dusty on the top, but other than that, it's just more clean on the front and stuff, although I would like to still clean it. And there's still a bunch of dust on the back. I'm going to also clean the heads, because I want to clean the heads. Let me quickly get a baseline of what our video output looks like. Let's see which one's out. Out is that one. Okay, so composite, and then white, and red. I'm using a mono tape, so it doesn't matter, but yeah. So we'll plug this in, turn the power on. Oh, nope. Is that plugged into power? No, it's not. Okay. It's plugged into power now. Yeah. I always forget. This one has the weird thing where it doesn't want to power up the first try, but then it'll just power up fine. So let's see about how it looks.
You've basically seen the whole game.
It actually looks pretty good.
I feel like Space Squash is a game worth
It looks about like the other one did before I cleaned the heads. So
properly tried to do a real 3D thing turned out to be strangely few and far between. And despite the
there are weird clicks coming through the speaker, though.
What material does exist here demonstrates plenty of personality.
Yeah, we get this weird display up here. I don't know if I can turn that off or not, or if it just turns off by itself after a while. Let's see, can I mess with it? Oh, I get manual tracking, really? I guess the channel buttons can do that if you want. Fishing. Actually, it looks pretty good.
Next episode, Jesus said to be fishers of men, but hopefully he'll settle for fishers of boys. Virtual boy, that is.
Stop. Going to eject. And this one is overall much faster at doing stuff than the other one. That one's very slow at things. This one's considerably quicker. We'll do a speed comparison at the end. But first, I want to get in here and clean the heads. So, yeah, now it'll like power up just fine. I don't know what's with that first power up being funky. So let's turn that off and open the thing up. Let's get our things disconnected. And let's see how to open it up. There's no screws on the side this time. This time they're on the back. So let's do that. Okay, those two screws are out, so now I think I can just lift this up, right? Oh, is there a tab at the back? There's a tab at the back, what the heck? Never seen a VCR with like a tab at the back for the lid. So now I should be able to lift it up. Where's my flat tip screwdriver I had over here? Where'd it go? I also had like a prodding device. Well, there's my bigger Phillips head under here. Where'd it go? Well, I got this one. So let's go back here and get it working. Yeah, if you're gonna start collecting VCRs, you gotta be fine with repairing your VCRs, cause you're basically who has to do it. Okay, there. Now it can come off. Slightly different top there, but oh wow! Otherwise, it is the same in here. It's basically the same mechanism, although it doesn't have the second belt, which is interesting. Huh. Yeah, otherwise it's basically the same, though. Oh, and this power cable can be unplugged. That might be useful later. So yeah, Samsung tuner. Let's see, can I find a date in here? Sankyo video head, at least board. I'm not sure about the video head itself. It might be a Mabuchi motor, I'm not sure. Model W-512. Toshiba W512. Okay. Let's see. Ah! October 22nd, 2001. These things are super modern. What the heck? I was thinking these are from the mid-90s. These things are both from 2001. These are past Y2K. The only newer VCR I have than that is that other Toshiba over here from 2004. The one built into the TV. Other than that, these things are super modern. What the heck? Huh. That's interesting. Why? Well, I guess we'll clean the heads. Can I do the same thing with getting it to fool into putting a tape in? Let's see, how do the clips work in here? There we go, I found it. Okay, it's just one clip. Huh, and it opens the tape door too. As if that would need to be opened right now when putting it in. Weird. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna plug it in and see if that'll make the tape head spin like it did the other one. I hope it does, because then I will be able to clean it much easier. So let's do that. Let's fake it into putting a tape in. Okay. Nope, it's rewinding, but it didn't spin the head. So, got it. We're going to have to spin the head with a tape in. Yeah, man, I wish there was a way to fool it into playing. I wonder if I block the end of tape sensor. Boy, I'm blocking your sensor. What else do you need me to do? What else does a VHS tape trigger? In one of these. Don't be stuck. Ah, I think if there's like resistance on like lazily spinning it. Ah, I see, okay. So let's do that. Hey! Yeah, it's if there's resistance there. It's playing right now. Oh, it stopped. But hey, that's a good way to get the video head spinning. Just do that, and after a bit it'll quit, but... Oh, eject? No! God, I have to keep my hand there. I got it. If it detects there's no tape in it, then I'll have to, yeah, if there's no... Are you confused, boy? There. So, God, I need to keep my hand there, on this, so it knows it's not the end of the tape. And I think I have just the thing for it, too. I still have that blue tape from earlier. Probably just put it right on the sensor, and it would never know. Or even just on one side of it. So, like, if I do this, put it in, dang it, don't get it jammed. If I put it in, do that, and then, like, put this tape on here, so that it never realizes it's the end of the tape, we'll just do it. There. It says stop now. Although it's still going. It keeps trying to stop. Oh, now it's ejecting. Okay. Grab my tape. Okay, got it. That's a good way to clean it then. We'll do that. So basically I'll just put the tape over it like a little hat, and then it won't ever know the wiser. So yeah, let me prepare a Q-tip with some liquids on it. First I will put liquids on the other heads that don't move, and then I will put isopropyl alcohol on the I'll put the liquid on the main video head. I'll have it spin up, and it'll be good. Okay, got plenty of stuff on there, so let's get some of these other heads here. The arrays head. Then we got the audio head. Along with the tracking head. And we got the VHS head. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put power into it. Fool it into thinking that there's a tape in it. By putting that down, putting force on there, and then once that's going, I put that on there so it doesn't know, and then I clean the video head. Yep, and there was plenty of stuff on there, so I'm going to play it again. Okay, there was plenty of stuff on there. Let's play it again. Okay, there was less stuff on there that time. So, let's play it again. Okay. And now I will prepare it one more time and get the very last of it off. So let's press play. Okay. Okay, I think that's about all that we're going to get off of there. So, video head done. Cool. So I'm going to power that back down. I'm going to put the lid back on. And then we'll work on cleaning this. Okay, I'll put the screws back in. Yeah, just a combination of figuring out how to fool a VCR and then cleaning the video head while it's spinning up with no tape on it, or while it's spun up with no tape on it. Yeah, it's kind of a somewhat lost art of trying to figure out how a VCR functions, so you can fool it into working when it doesn't have a tape in it, for cleaning purposes or whatever. Okay, now I'll clean it a bit. The controls on the front are a little bit dirty. They're not bad. The back is really bad, so I'm going to maybe clean that. I will also clean a bit of the dust off the top. The table shaking is not visible in this webcam. And then we'll do the things. So, yeah. And after that, we'll hook it back up to the TV. We'll get it all good. So, let me get some Q-tips and put some Windex in them, and then work on cleaning the front of here. Get junk out of the power button, out of around the forehead stereo advertisement little badge thing it has. Channel buttons. Okay. The record button. And then I will redo the Windex on here and do the rewind, play, fast forward, stop, and eject buttons. Hopefully I get that much mileage out of one Q-tip. So I'll do the eject button. Okay, and then I'll get the rewind button, play button, fast forward button, stop button, and now we're done. The rest of the front is pretty good. I will give the top a clean. Let me get my paper towels back again. Okay. Man, even that table shaking isn't very visible on camera. Get some of the dust out of there. I like to leave the Goodwill stickers on my VCRs, so on anything I buy from Goodwill, so those will stay. Again, there wasn't much dust on there. I will get another Q-tip for some detailing on the top, and then we'll use a Q-tip for detailing on the back, and then we'll be good. So there we go. I'll get this like ridge here. Okay. Now we'll do the back and the cord like I did last time. So let me cap that. Okay. An hour? Man. Oh yeah, it's 5 p.m. Wow. Okay. Get dust off of some surfaces back here. Cool. Okay. Okay. Now I will gonna clean up all the dust in here. I don't know what these plastic bits are. Probably some kind of plug or cable retainer kind of thing, but they are filthy, so let's get them cleaned. Okay. That Q-tip is looking pretty rank there on both sides of it, so we're gonna get a different one. Okay, there. Now I will continue with some other stuff. Okay, there we go. Cool. I'll quickly get the sticker on the back here. Put some more index on the other side. Cool. Now I'll do the last bit I need to do. The basically dirt at this point, dust, with the controls. Not controls, with the inputs and outputs. Let's look at that. That's basically just the ins and outs. That is disgusting. So let me get that cleaned up, and then we'll be in business. We'll be good. Actually, with how much dust and like basically dirt there was back here, the controls are in pretty good shape. Get the channel 3-4 selector. Get another Q-tip. This one, in theory, should be the last Q-tip. Me. Q. Yeah, I'm not gonna do an ultra thorough cleaning on these. One, because I don't really need it, and two, yeah. So there we go. The Toshiba VCR is all cleaned up as well. Let's plug it into the TV and see how well it works. So let's see. Oh, that's fun. Oh, cool. We are getting both audio channels. Nice. Okay. I didn't clean the cable. I should clean the cable. Let's unplug that and clean that. Let's clean the power cable for this. Oh, there's a Q-tip down here. That's what I'm stepping on. Okay. So, yeah. This one's pretty dirty. This one's dirtier than the other one. So, yeah, I'm going to just put some Windex in there. We'll wrap it around the cord. Okay. Yeah, that one was disgusting. Oh, wow. Let me clean off the cord bit a little bit. Okay, there. Now that that's clean, you can see the paper towel, and that one was really bad. Okay, now let's connect it up to the monitor. Okay. Get that plugged into power over here. Turn that on. Okay, let's go on to Nausea Cam here. Huh. And then let's how are you stuck? Huh. There. Okay. Play, you idiot. Oh no. Is the tape still in there? Oh, I can't quite tell. The tape's probably still in here somewhere. Play. Okay, no, it's not wanting to. Got it, we have some more work to do because it's not wanting to function. Joy. I think I know what the problem most likely is, so let's get to work. Take out 2 screws on the back. I'm glad I was able to sneakily buy all of the VCRs in the electronics section. Okay, get this unhooked, and yep, the tape is still in here, probably preventing the cassette from going in. So let's just take that out, and then while it's open, I'll make sure it's working, so that I don't close it up and then find it's still not working. So let me connect all our inputs up. Then we'll put power into it. Turn that on. I'll get the nausea cam going. See it? Flashing auto on the screen. This is VCR and the awesome text on my TV. Still doesn't want to do that. Okay. Make sure it's ejected. Tape in. Okay, it's actually playing now.
John for the Red Sea.
Yep, it's fine.
Episode 16.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. The red text doesn't look very good, but that's kind of how it is anyway.
I can't believe I've been producing weekly VideoWorks episodes for 5 years, and this is the first fishing game we've come across. The vast majority of material VideoWorks has covered to date has originated in Japan, where fishing sims and minigames are practically a staple of the medium. From standalone NES releases like The Black Bass, to fishing RPGs like Legend of the River King, to the expansive hook-and-sinker side events in games like Animal Crossing, Zelda, Nier, and Final Fantasy XV, it seems like you can't swing a rod in Japan without snagging your hook on a fishing game. I mean, we didn't get wrestling or pachinko or role-playing titles on Virtual Boy, but we sure as heck had the opportunity to reel in some trout. Well, I say we, but Virtual Fishing is our third Japan-exclusive release for Virtual Boy, and unlike V-Tetris and Space Squash, it's one that contains a fair amount of important in-game text.
Tape counter there.
Actually bothered to put together a fan translation patch for the game if you need it, but honestly, you probably won't. If you've ever played a fishing game on any other platform ever, you'll know exactly how this one works, and you'll be able to sleepwalk your way through it. Virtual Fishing delivers a fairly rigid experience.
Yep. It's a VCR. It works like a VCR. And it's much, much faster. Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, is let's do a speed comparison of these two. They both sound and look about the same, so I'm going to put this top back on, and then we're going to do a speed comparison. Because that will probably decide which one I end up using for my VCR in this setup, or my hi-fi stereo VCR in this setup. A lot of other better VCRs in the setup, along with this, most likely. It'll probably be this one, because this one is considerably faster than that one, but who knows, maybe the UI on that one's more enjoyable to look at or something. Honestly, I think it is. But yeah, both have auto tracking, which is neat. This one also has manual tracking too, so it probably wins out over the JVC. Come on. Come on. This screw, man, wow. My hand. Okay, let's do a speed comparison. I'll go fetch another tape and I'll connect up both of these to power, and then we'll see which one's faster. spoiler alert, it's the Toshiba. But I just want to see just how slow in comparison this one is. So, yeah. We won't have a second monitor for this comparison, but yeah. So I'm going to flip both of the powers to those on. You can see them both flashing there. So yeah, let me fetch another tape quick. Okay. And then, let's see. There we go, we got that. Okay. So, we'll put both the tapes in the fronts of these VCRs, and then we'll see just how long it takes with my personal organizer. We can see the amount of seconds. So we'll open that, turn it on. You can't see the screen, but I can, although I think I will bring the nausea cam over to do this. So yeah, you can kind of see the screen. Oh, it's much easier for you to see. Okay. It's reflecting that. Okay. So I'm gonna put that up, and then yeah. Which one does it faster? Okay. Toshiba's playing. And now the JVC is playing. So yeah, definitely a lot slower. If I could have them both on the screen, that'd be good, but I can't at once, and I don't feel like bringing another monitor over here, so yeah. Yeah, now both of them are playing, so I will eject both of them at the same time and see how long that takes. Ah, no! Okay, that's how long that one took. And, ooh, I thought I had missed the eject button. Wow, that's slow. Okay. And we can turn both of those off. So yeah. There we go. Got both of those cleaned up. I'll probably end up using the Toshiba in my setup. And I'll keep the JVC for, reasons, just in case I need one. So yeah, there we go. It's 5:19 p.m. I started recording this at, what, 4? Or something like that, man. So yeah, there you go. I got those VCRs nice and cleaned up and working, and they are sure to be used. Let's take a look at my desk, what this looks like. Here, I could just do this. And you could see my desk. So yeah, bam. There we go. Got a bunch of Q-tips. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Q-tips, 1 random paper towel, and 1 random piece of tape. Cool. And then some random tools on my desk, some random video cassettes, some other stuff. Let's see. Put all that back in here. And bam, now my desk is nearly as clean as when we started. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I will be done filming probably, because this video is an hour and a half long, and I probably need to be somewhat social in my life at all, so I'm gonna go do that. Thanks for watching, and I guess you have some tips for if you want to repair some cheap late era VCRs yourself. So yeah, there you go, and I'm done.